right, GFL, you know what time it is. It's that time of the week. I'm killing two birds with one stone. We're on the road again. When you have two kids and your wife goes back to work, you don't have time to do anything. And that means making a stupid video for your stupid fantasy football league. So we're trying to do it on the road, on the fly, off the top of the dome. But this is a very exciting time. I had to get a video out there. I couldn't just let this week go by and not say anything and not make a video. I've been doing it all year. We're finally at playoff time, and I'm going to pick this week now to mail it in. Absolutely not. I'm jacked for this week. I'm not even partaking in the events this week, and I'm pumped. Last week was chaos. I don't know about you guys, but I looked at my phone for about 20 minutes because I'm a dumbass, and I couldn't figure out who the hell was going to make it to the playoffs and who wasn't. I woke up on Tuesday, boom, Chase is out, Bags is in. Incredible turn of events. That rivalry takes another step in the wrong direction and just adds another chapter. Without a doubt, the best rivalry in the GFL. It's not even close. I don't even know if there's any other rivalries in the GFL, but Bags and Chase, man, they just keep adding to it. So it was a fun finish to the season. This week, playoff week, man, the stakes could not be any higher. Let's start with the JT playoffs. Now, before we start, you know what it is. Sponsored by Hims. 60% off at checkout. Put Sinead there. You're good to go. You know the drill. Big shout out to Hims for being with us all season long. Corey taking on Chase. Now, it's funny, the two guys that kind of got in last second, Chase and Joe, I kind of feel like the vibes are off. I kind of feel like they're the favorites to bring the title home. And wouldn't it just be kind of poetic? Wouldn't it just be a Chase thing to do? You get bounced from the playoffs on points from Bags, and you end up winning the JT. I don't know. It feels right. It sounds right. But we'll let it all play out. Chase taking on Corey in the first matchup. Corey had a rough season. Just grimy all together. He had injuries. He had this, that, and the other. Just couldn't get it on the right page. And made some trades, just didn't work out. So Corey's been preparing for this. He knew he was going to be in the JT playoffs for a while now, which can be dangerous. I believe several seasons ago, Dan had like one win going into the JT playoffs. He played yours truly, and he knocked me off. So we'll see. I give a slight advantage to Corey, even though Chase has been down here before and you know what it's all about, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success when he's made the JT playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. On the other side of things, Joe taking on Dan. Again, this kind of feels like Dan has a bit of an advantage. I don't know. Chiefs are taking on the Brownies. He's heavily invested in the Chiefs. The Browns have been all over the place this season. It could work, and Joe just kind of feels like a desperate man. He made several last-second trades at the trade deadline to, hopefully get him over the edge. It just didn't work out for him, and I just don't know how strong his team actually is going into this week. So we'll see how that shakes out. But I give a slight advantage to the two guys who were 9th and 10th, and we're just sitting there waiting. So we'll see how that goes there. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, the more positive side of things, Bags, Michael, Derek, Mitch, me and Kevin already have buys. We already know that. We don't need to talk about us, all right? Let's not talk about us this week. But Michael taking on Bags, big matchup. That's a fun matchup. Michael had a weird season. He started off 5-0, then he lost several games. He got Christian McCaffrey back, then he got hurt, then he traded him. Then he's weird. And then he got 50 points from Josh Allen. He still has Josh Allen. Josh Allen can go nuclear at any given moment. They're playing the Lions, which you couldn't ask for a better matchup with the Bills and Josh Allen. Then you've got Bags, who's probably the hottest team in the league. He's scored a ton of points. That's why he got into the playoffs. And he's just got a dangerous team. Lamar. He's got some other guys that I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but I know he's got Lamar Jackson. Last week he had Will Levis score 7 points, and he still scored like 130 points or whatever it was. So Bags is a dangerous opponent, and man, he could be in line here. He picked the draft order, and then he could be the first owner to get into the Sinead playoffs on points and go on to win. So we'll see how his season shakes out here, but week one of the playoffs, he's a dangerous opponent, and I would say he's a bit of the favorite right now going in against Michael, who's kind of struggling. And then the other side of the things, the heavyweight matchup of the week. Derek taking on Mitch, two of the hottest. I know I just said Bags was the hottest owner in the league right now. Mitch and Derek, equally as hot and dangerous opponents. Two opponents I wouldn't want to face, and I'm gonna have to face one of them next week. Derek has won several Schnees. Mitch has won several Schnees. They both have kind of had some down years the last couple of years. I know. My son's having a breakdown. We're almost home. But I just wanted to point out that I'm excited to see. You're gonna get a binky when you go home. I'm excited to point out that Mitch and Derek are gonna. Okay, we're calling it a. Hey. That's the video. My son's having a breakdown. We're pulling in right now. Mitch and Derek, I'm looking forward to that matchup. The winner plays me. What? I'll get it. I promise. So we'll see how it all shakes out. We've gone off the rails here, but I'm pumped. I'm powering through. That's all I got. I don't know what else to say, but I'm pumped to see how this all shakes out this week and see the carnage. So hopefully we have some good matchups and some fun outcomes here. So good luck. Lock in. I will see you on the other side.